I don't know how to start a video, but I'm Hootless, and this is Stardew Valley Doing It All, episode 45. And you know, it's business as usual. We go to the flower festival, or not the flower festival. We go to the egg dance or whatever it is, the egg festival, the egg finding festival. There we go. I accidentally renamed my goat there, and then it wouldn't let me change the name back. It doesn't really matter, I guess, because we never really see that name anyways. I guess we do sometimes, but you know, for the most part, we don't see that name. And you know, we give gifts to people. We're slowly maxing like everybody out. I think we have around 9 or 10 people at max hearts by the end of this one. So we're almost halfway done maxing everybody out. We don't need to max everybody out, of course. We are only trying to get them to 8 hearts. But I'd say, you know, it's pretty good that we're maxing them all out. And it's going to get easier and easier to give everybody gifts as we go along, because we don't have to give gifts to anybody who's maxed out on hearts, of course. And that means pretty easy, I guess. Like the bachelors and bachelorettes, we only have to get up to 8 hearts, and then we don't have to give them gifts anymore. And that means we've finished giving gifts to, like, you know, Shane, not Haley yet, but Haley's pretty close, I think. Leia, Abigail, Penny. Although Penny, of course, we're going to marry, so, like, we're still gonna give her gifts, but she's maxed out on hearts for now. And who else? I think that's... No, wait, we have Harvey maxed out as well. He's at 8 hearts. I actually didn't know he was a bachelor. I didn't know you could marry Harvey. But, you know, I guess you can. So, he's at 8 out of 8 hearts. And that's pretty much it for the bachelors and bachelorettes. The regular village people, we're getting like a bunch of them up to max hearts. I think we have, I know Clint is pretty close, but I think he's still only at 9 hearts. And we've got like Willie, Evelyn, George, Lewis, Wizard, somebody else. There's like one more person I think that I missed that I have 10 hearts with, but we've got like 6 or 7 people at 10 hearts, and we've got another couple of people at like 9 hearts, so we're getting pretty close. Pretty decently close. Everything else is just sort of going according to plan, I guess. We're just planting potatoes, growing them, and then harvesting them and selling them. And that'll give us enough money to buy a lot of star fruits in summer. Probably. They are like 400 a piece, so to buy, you know, 500 like we wanted would be a bit much. That's like 200,000, right? 400 times 500 is 200,000, yeah, okay. I wasn't sure for a second if it was 20,000 or 200,000. Like, 200,000 sounded like too much, but 20,000 sounded like not enough, so I had to real quick do the math. That's it, really. I haven't decided whether or not we should get, like, the extra people up to 8 hearts as well. And by extra people, I mean Sandy, which is the cashier at the Oasis in the desert. Kent, I think. The husband of Jody, who comes at the start of the 2nd year. So, like, I could try to get him and Sandy up to 8 hearts. I am going to try and get Krobus and the dwarf up to 8 hearts, because, you know, they're basically all the time. So, like, I've had access to Krobus and the dwarf for most of the save. Mostly, you know, like, after halfway through the first year. Which is a lot more time than I've had to give gifts to, like, Kent, for example. I have no idea if it's Kent or Ken. I don't pay attention to names. But, Sandy, I haven't even started giving gifts to Sandy, and I feel kind of bad about that, because I probably should be giving gifts to Sandy. But on the other hand, it would take me, like, 1,000 gold a week just to go and give her gifts. So I'm gonna say that she doesn't count for this. And beyond that, we're getting closer to things. I wish that instead of buying a goat, I had upgraded one of my coops to a big coop. Oh, excuse me. The yawns always hit when I'm recording. I have no idea why. Like, I wasn't yawning at all this morning. Up until I started recording, and then suddenly the yawns all the time. I, should have maybe upgraded one of my coops to a big coop and got a duck instead, because the duck eggs can't be large, I don't think. So there's not like, you don't have to get a large duck egg to finish the bundle. And that might have been better than having a goat and, waiting for a large goat milk. I do still have to get a milk pail, but that should be pretty easy to get. And basically, as soon as I can actually manage to get Marnie in the shop at the right time, then I'm going to buy a milk bucket. It's really annoying that she doesn't have set hours that are easy to understand. She just wanders around randomly most of the time. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. We're coming up on the end of the video here. So, if you guys enjoyed this, remember to leave a like, leave a comment. If you aren't already subscribed, I really recommend it. It helps out a whole bunch, and you get these videos straight to your inbox every day at noon Pacific Standard Time. But beyond that, I'll see you guys all next time.